Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Quest. This is just another rant quest. So yeah, Doctor Who Series 11. Doctor Who Series 11, that was overall, if I had to describe it in 2 words, I'd describe it as stupid and boring. First, it's stupid because, yeah, the way you define a doctor, folks, is the way you define a doctor. The way you give us defining moments of that doctor is by pitting that doctor against the doctor's classic foes, the Cybermen, the Daleks, the Autons, the Santarans, what have you, the Master. So yeah. The way you define the Doctor is through that method. And in Series 11 of Doctor Who, we had none of those defining Doctor Who moments. What we did get was a bunch of politics and feminism slammed right into the story. Intersectional feminism, by the way. When you don't have the Doctor being challenged, you don't have a story. The Doctor has to overcome overcome something. The Doctor has to fight. The Doctor has to be challenged. You can't have the Doctor just run around and just randomly have something going on and it doesn't challenge the Doctor. The Demons of Punjab. That episode, if the Doctor and company hadn't been there, events would have happened roughly the same way. It was honestly, there was it was boring. You had assassins give up on assassinating, watching people die for some fucking reason. Because they're angsty because their people are dead or something. Well, okay. Okay, sure. That's fine that happens, but why can't we see these assassin creatures in their prime doing assassin work and the Doctor has to stop them? That is a more interesting story. Maybe they're time assassins who are assassinating people across time and space. Who knows? But no. Now that episode was fucking boring. Nothing happened. Nothing fucking happened. And in Rosa, you have the Doctor. The Doctor has the TARDIS. She has all the technology in the world. The Doctor knows the time period and knows the situation, so why isn't she giving her companion some protection? Doesn't make sense. Why is there even a racist from at least the 25th century? Why is there a racist from the 25th century? That is a bleak future where racism and shit can exist in the 2050s, or not 20, or not the 25th century. Jesus Christ. Hmm. We had no Doctor Who fans. We had no for Doctor Who fans. Doctor Who Series 11. It was devoid. It was devoid of everything Doctor Who. It just had a random woman and her three other random people traveling around. And then you ultimately had the Doctor. There was an episode where, yeah, that for some fucking reason the TARDIS materialized. It was materializing and dematerializing on a planet, being this fucking ghost monument. Well, what the well, that is just, first off, the TARDIS wasn't anywhere near. There's nothing to cause the TARDIS to sketch out. There was nothing for the TARDIS. There's no reason why the TARDIS would be sketching out like that. And then the fact that they were that they that the that they were that they were like busting in on a race or some shit. That was boring. And then you have the last episode with the Tim guy. And then you had these two godlike beings. Well, what? Why are they? Why do they see him as a god? A two-person civilization ultimately doesn't work. It just doesn't. Why are the god being, and they have god powers? Gotta blow my nose here. Like, why would a race with only two beings at any one time, who have the functioning powers of a god, why would they, why would they even have a system of beliefs? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, I believe it was the Shakespeare Code. with the Doctor, the 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant. Martha Jones, she was worried that about her race in the past, because yeah, now which is understandable. But it's my opinion that the Doctor used some sort of psychic power so that to protect Martha, which is understandable. That's my opinion. So why didn't the Doctor do something similar with his two other companions in Rosa? You know, yeah. Series 11 was stupid dumb. You had the Doctor basically taking a hard nerf to the brain. Then you had plots where the Doctor was never really challenged at all. And then you had the Doctor Who story where goes to that fucking pocket dimension and finds that pocket creature that's a frog. Okay. And ultimately, no one gets injured and no one dies. Well, and there's nothing sinister happening afoot, which there should have been. It would have been a more interesting plot. It would have been better. So anyway, these are my thoughts on Series 11. These are my thoughts. I thought I'd have more to say. I'm just padding out for time and whatnot. For content. Trying to mine for shit for content. Anyway, I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Stay frosty, stay sexy, San Diego. Get your jewels in one where you can. And I'm a spaceman. Peace out.